Again, I'll say this, I'm very proud of those guys. Played hard, there's heart, there's caring, there's love for each other, and what they did. Very hard fought game. Now, we know as a team right now we still got some work to do. We still have to make the plays at the right time at the key moment. And we had our opportunities. We did a heck of a job coming back in the game, making great drives. A tremendous last drive, checking, running, throwing, mixing things around. The offense is growing more, it's expanding more. Third downs they're increasingly going way up. The red zone, again, learning to capitalize with touchdowns down in the red zone and things we did. Had a couple costly turnovers, though, that hurt us. Defensively, containing him, he had one big scramble out where he broke a play. Had some nice runs, but our defense did a nice job. But, again, both sides of the ball have to either get to stop or make the drive at the right time. We missed an unfortunate field goal, just some slip-ups everywhere. They did, too. It was a game that was back and forth. But we got to keep going. We expect to keep playing better. The outcomes say you get caught up in them, which is huge, and that's the ultimate thing. But there's still a lot of progress being made, but it doesn't. There's no moral victories or anything like that. We just got to continue to find a way to make the next play, and we got to do a better job and keep putting them in best positions, coaching the heck out of them, making sure they understand everything. And our goal right now is keep playing with the right attitude, and we're definitely doing that. Our guys are playing. They have a great attitude. They have great heart. They care about each other. It hurt them again. It was a hurt locker room because they knew they were that close. But you play a guy like Louisville and Bobby and Lamar and those guys, they you can't give them, when you got them down, you can't let them up. And keep that great mindset. We got to keep competing relentlessly. We got a quick turnaround this week. We got to be right back tomorrow and in here watching film. And that won't define us. And keep our great attitude of where we're going. Have setbacks in life, and it's going to test them right now because everybody's going to jab at them, jab at us, do the things you got to do. I know that, but that's stay together, stay strong, and flip that thing right back and finish strong down the stretch. And that's what we got to do. Questions?
Jimbo, what happened on James' fumble? What did you
I'm
say?
waiting. I wait and see the film. I don't know. He thought he was giving it, and everyone's taking it and hit the ground. I mean, it was that simple. We sit them down after the game, get them calmed down, let them think about it, and watch the film and see. I don't want to make any judgments till I see it. We had what we wanted, and thought it was going to be a good play, and we've been running it and doing a good job, and we just didn't get that executed. I mean, they didn't do it on purpose, I promise. But disappointing.
Does that kind of feel like the season is gone in situations
Yeah.
like that?
It has been. I mean, we've been one inch away, one play away. But you can't quit fighting for them. That's the thing. Sometimes they don't come. Sometimes even when you fight for them and put your heart and soul into them, those inches don't come. You got to dig for them, and we're going to continue to dig, and that's what we're going to do.
Jimbo, in close games like that, where it's kind of a shootout to the finish, how much does experience play? And Lamar being an experienced quarterback versus James, still trying to get his foothold in his freshman season.
Well, I think it does. I mean, there's no doubt experience does, but the only way to get experience is get in the middle of it. And you got to push your way through it, and he did a heck of a job, put us in position to do it. We just got to finalize it and make the play.
Jimbo, did something flip after that roughing the passer call? It seems like James was really fired up after that.
Well, I mean, you get competition and you get going, and he had plenty of opportunities in the game earlier, and he did some really good things. He missed a couple of things. I mean, there's youth in there, and you can see the growing, but you see the competitor and the caring and how good this kid really is and how much heart and soul he's really got.
Jimbo, I'm just wondering, based on what you know about your own kids, how many more of these disappointments do you think they can absorb and still move on with the games they have left?
And don't worry about that. I'm worried about one thing, playing this week and getting prepared. You don't worry about that. You take things in life as they come. And if you prepare and we fight for those inches, maybe they don't come anymore. So we don't worry about that. I don't worry about that.
But you like your chances with these kids?
Without a doubt. The heart and soul and the ability to compete and hustle and play hard and push and challenge and allow you to coach them and them to play. I mean, there's no quit in these kids. None. In any way, shape, or form. And so, yes, I do. I love these kids.
Jimbo, how are you handling this? Because you haven't been through anything like that.
Good. That's part of life. I've been ups and downs in life. I mean, there's part of it. And keep looking at myself to what I can do better. And you as a head coach, you're in charge of it. You got to find ways to find those inches for them and put them in better position, get your coaches to get them to put them in better position and coach everybody and run the organization the way it is. And that's my job. And we got to keep fighting.
So what can you do better?
Find those inches. What I just said. Get your coaches to coach them and look at every detail of everything you're doing. Make sure you're doing it without over scrutinizing, and let them play and not put pressure on, but don't put too much pressure. You can be too tight too. You got to go back and coach and do things exactly what they're supposed to be done. And sometimes They just don't happen. And you practice it again until you do it. And you do it again, just like riding a bike. You ride it, sometimes you fall over. You get back up, and you pedal it, and all of a sudden one day you keep pedaling and you know how to ride it. You start riding it. You got to keep, every time if there's a wreck or you hit a rock on your wreck, you got to get up and keep riding. And to keep doing it the right way and not flinch. And if they don't do it the right way, just line up and do it again. There ain't no sense to yell or holler. Just let's go do it again. Let's go do it again. Let's go do it again.
You encouraged by those after Louisville scored the first touchdown, those 3 defensive possessions after that.
Did a great job.
3 of the better ones you
Then got a turnover on one. And offense, that's where we could have taken advantage. We had a couple drives right there that we didn't finish, but then the second half we did an excellent job. I mean, the first drive was that, but the defense did a great job in that. I mean, he got that big scramble on that one play, which sometimes he's going to have a play that you go, okay, I got him, and he gets one every game. And there was one there where he broke down the sideline on that one. I don't know if that was the second half. I don't know which possession that was. But other than that, I mean, they did a good job. I mean, he broke some runs. We had a couple times we had our box guys and our force guys. You know, guy was supposed to be on him and then tried to play down and overplayed some things. They had a couple missed plays that way, but that happens with ball and kids.
Coach, bowl eligibility is becoming a question. Are you guys going to reschedule that Louisiana?
I have no idea. You have to ask administration. I don't know what's going to happen.
What would be your?
I'll answer it if I think about it. I mean, of course, if we can play, I love to play. So whatever we can play, we can play. I love to play ball, so it'd be great.
Coach,
But I don't know. That's whatever's best for the school and the situation and everything that goes with it.
Coach, how do you respond to fans' frustration, particularly what they might have been saying after the game today?
Same thing. I mean, I understand that. That's what's part of this. If you're a fan, are you going to be a loyal fan or not? Just keep fighting with us. We ain't quitting on you. Please don't quit on us. We're going to keep fighting, scratching, coaching, playing. And you see the heart and desire of those kids. And understand something. What if that's your kid? If that was one of your kids or your nephew or your cousin or your friend, keep supporting them. You know what I mean? Just keep supporting them because it ain't that. And us coaches, we're trying to do the same thing. I understand you're going to get on us, say things. That's part of the business. That's part of life. I understand that. When success happens, they put you too high. When some failures happen, they put you too low. That goes with the territory. And we're going to keep coaching the same way because there ain't no quitting us either, and we're right there. Just got to find a way to get it.
But you guys are 0-3 at home. You said before sometimes there's more clutter and more distractions at home. Are you seeing some of this that they put more pressure on themselves?
No, I don't think so. I mean, the games are one-possession games. It's the same. I mean, we love playing at home in our stadium. I mean, you know, it's good, and we played hard, played good. We're one-possession games on all of them, and we just got to find a way to get it.
Coach, James took a shot there that last play of the game. Was he okay?
Yeah, he was. He got up afterwards. That's why I checked on him. He's fine.
Well, Nooney made some big plays down the stretch, especially on the deep ball. Good to see him get involved.
It was. He and Tate really made some nice plays. Saw Izzo make a couple nice plays. Somebody else made it. Kevin Backs had a couple nice catches. I was just trying to look at the stats right there. Who had the ball? All those guys. It was good to see those guys make plays and runs, and they did a nice job. It was great to see them keep coming.
Jimbo, preface this by saying this guy almost got thrown out of the stadium a couple of seconds before by a cop because he was being a little bit of a jerk. But the fan you had words with after the game, you know, any comment on that?
No, I have no comment. No frustration. Just, hey, don't just be support. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to be nasty. I shouldn't have said something. But at the same time, defending players and people you're with, I'm in charge of them. I love them like a father. When they say something to your family, you take up for them.
Jim, on the replay where James fumbles, have they ever had any problems with ball security on that play at all?
Haven't.
So I mean, that seems like a safe play usually.
Oh, about 1,000 times a day. I mean, that's what you read. I mean, but that just shows you never know. And I'll look and see. I mean, that's day one installation. You know, and it's not their fault. I mean, it's just, but that just shows you every. And we had just ran it a bunch of times. Hadn't had it.
It seems like in several games now there'll be stretches where a certain segment will play well and then fall out. Is that?
That's what I'm saying. You got to play them together. And that's the thing in team sports. I mean, it's not. You got to all segments got to be together to make everything click. We were blocking well up front. We were running the football. We had good. You know, for the most part, on third and long situations, they got some hits on him. You know what I'm saying? And made some plays. But at the same time, they protected pretty well. Give them time to throw the football and made plays.
Jim, the post route that got intercepted in the first half to Jared Jackson, what was the thinking on that?
It was actually a backside read. They doubled Auden, and then they played the crossing route, and he went to his third receiver. It was right here, and I thought he should put it out here, but we had a chance to make it. It was the read. That's where he had to go with the ball. What do you mean the thinking on it?
Oh, just what the play was, and
It was a read. We were trying to go to Auden. They ran and covered Auden, played the over route, and that was the third route. Coming back, and he read right through his progression, made the throw, and I thought, made a pretty good throw, and the guy made a great play. They come up with it. They come up with a 50-50 ball. Maybe could have laid it out a little more, laid it over the top just a little more, and more he missed it. I'll look. That's what I could tell in the film. I can't see till I watch the film.
Doesn't seem like a Friday night game against the Boston College team that's playing really well lately is a great time for that. How do you anticipate this week going?
Oh, it'll be good. We'll come back and practice tomorrow and get ready to play. Whether you're Friday or Saturday, they're going to tip it off. They're going to kick it off, so you got to be ready to play.
Jimbo, after that post play, it didn't seem like Jackson came back in again. It was more DJ Matthews as the third wide receiver. Was there something on that play that you
No,
saw?
we were trying to get DJ in the game earlier too. There were some things we wanted to do, and we had talked about in that game. We wanted to make sure we played DJ. So wasn't it?
Jimbo, did you think about?
It allows us to move some of the other guys in different positions too, because there were some different ways we wanted to attack things. We wanted to move some of the other guys around to allow DJ to play in the slot. All right,
No, that's all right. The first drive of the third quarter, did you think about? I think it was 4th and 2.5, going for it there.
Yeah, but your field goal kicker's 12 for 12.
Right, you made 11 or 12.
He hit 12 in a row, and you got a 44-yard field goal, and that gives you the lead. If you're behind, like we did on the other time, or something like that, but you got a guy that's 12 for 12, what would you do?
Whatever.
Exactly.
Right.
You know that afterwards. The guy's kicking the heck out of it. So, I trusted him solely. It was like, 43, 44 yards, and unfortunately he just missed one. And he'd been hitting it good and doing a good job. And that was for the lead, so you definitely take the points and take the lead.
all right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.